He's like a ninja. If ninjas were loud, sweaty, and constantly out of breath,
Real stealthy, John. If this was a heist movie, you'd be the guy tripping over every single alarm.
Phew, that was close. I thought they catch me.
Call, bro. You broke the sound barrier getting here, man. It's just not that hard. Just don't be late.
Bro, you're late again? That's like the 10th time now. You're about to hit Hall of Fame status at this point.
It's 11 days. And don't forget to start clapping when I hit 12. World record pace.
Impressive. But next time, get an alarm that actually works, yeah? Or get your mom to throw a shoe at you or something, you know?
Nah, I bet that wouldn't even work. John's alarm probably hit snooze on itself. I wouldn't be surprised if it's out there grouping with other alarms to make John late on purpose.
Students, I would like to request everyone to please stand up for the national anthem and remain in a solemn mood for the school prayer.
इशी बलादी आशातिया तू इमारातिना इश्टी बशाबिन दीना उल इस्लामु आद्याहु कुरानु असंतु का बिस्मिल्लाह या वतन बलादी 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 अमाकिन लिलाहु शुरूर
Please repeat after me. Almighty God, thank you for this lovely morning. The day has begun and we seek on us your blessings. Grant us to this day in all we do and all we say. We ask our school would be a place of great discovery and creativity. Grant us in all our duties your help and make it be a place where we love to learn and where we learn to love. And bless all those who care for us at school and at home. Such as it is my life in you, I dedicate to thee today.
Thank you, Kushi. Now, John, why are you late again? Did your backpacks need to protest this time too?
He should write a book, 101 Excuses for Being Late. Bestseller for sure.
Come on. Now, Sid, can you please share the thought of the day? Sid, can you please share the thought of the day? Maybe it'll help John find some resilience on showing up on time. And Elena, please provide Arabic translation so John doesn't say he doesn't know English this time too.
Resilience is not about never failing. It's about rising every time you do. I repeat, resilience is not about never failing. It's about rising every time you do.
الصمود لس آدم السكوت أبدا بل هو النهوض في كل مرات تسكت فيها.
So, sir, if I'm late every day, does that mean I'm building resilience?
No, John, it means you are testing mine. Everyone, assembly dismissed.
John, did you finish your math assignment? Mr. Kirpalani is going to ask for it today.
Oh no, I forgot. I must have been doing something important.
Translation. He was busy forgetting everything except breakfast.
Bro, you're cooked. Mr. Kirpalani is already loaded up with disappointed look. Better start drafting your apology letter.
So what's the plan for the math assignment? Beg, borrow, or improvise?
Neither. I'm just thinking wing it and just hope for the best.
Great plan. Let me know how that works out when Mr. Kripalani gives you detention.
More like no helpful, all chaos. John, we should just nominate you for the class clown already.
At least I'm entertaining. You're just chaos.
Now everyone, please hand in your math assignments. John, where's yours?
Sir, a funny story. I didn't do it, but listen, hear me.
Get ready for an excuse speedrun. John edition. Let's see if it's a world record this time.
Let me guess. You were saving the universe from a big purple titan. Thanos, was it? Or maybe fixing the timeline. As always, forgot to fix your own.
No, sir, I was busy building my character. Isn't that more important than maths?
Quiet. John, stay after class. We need to have a character building chat.
And by character building, he means 10 minutes of life lessons.
John, resilience isn't just about facing challenges. It's about learning from mistakes. Do you really think excuses will help you in life?
I mean, like, they work so far.
And there it is, the honesty no teacher asks for, but always gets.
See, John, life is like math. You solve one problem, and then another one shows up. But giving up is not the solution.
But sir, what if I'm just bad at math and at life?
Then you grind harder. See, life is Roblox. You level up by taking on challenges, not dodging them. Finish your assignment tonight.
John, getting a second chance? Classic teacher move. At least John got a new quest unlocked. Prove Mr. Kirpalani wrong.
All right. I'll watch the news just for 5 minutes. Then I'll start my assignment. For real this time.
International news. The UN Human Rights Council is holding a session on the violence in eastern Congo, where Rwanda-backed M23 rebels have killed 3,000 people and seized a key city since January. The Congo government is demanding accountability for crimes against humanity. Russia's Sukhoi Su-57 and America's F-35, both considered fifth-generation fighters, were spotted together at Aero India 2025 in Bengaluru. This highlights the global competition in aerospace and defense, especially in advanced fighter jets. The event serves as a key platform for both countries to showcase their military capabilities and influence India's defense procurement decisions.
National news. Dubai announces plan to turn key residential areas into car-free zones. Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Crown Prince of Dubai, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Defense, announced the Super Block initiative on X. The initiative is in line with the Dubai 2024 Dubai 40 Urban Master Plan, which focuses on enhancing infrastructure and promoting a greener, more suitable urban environment. Scientists discover a new plant to help fight cancer. Dr. Mo Malhab, lead author of the study and research associate at Sharjah University's Research Institute for Medical and Health Sciences. These results suggest that a plant called Artemisia herba alba has great potential as a new tool in fighting colorectal cancer.
Sports news. Liverpool dominated Tottenham Hotspur with a 4-0 win at Anfield, overturning a 1-0 first leg deficit to reach the Carabao Cup final, showcasing their attacking strength and defensive solidity in commanding performance. Ferran Torres' hat-trick beat Barcelona Copa del Rey rout at Valencia. Ferran Torres scores 3 of Barcelona's first 4 goals in a 5-0 Copa del Rey quarter-final win. In a monumental NBA trade, the Dallas Mavericks traded their superstar Luka Doncic to Los Angeles Lakers for the star center Anthony Davis.
School news. Karen Sanjay John from year 11I1 has won the road to Mubala Abu Dhabi Open, where she came in the top 8 players in the playoffs and won the overall championship in the U16 category. She has also gotten a scholarship to train in Spain at the prestigious Ferro Academy. NMS Hydrobots emerged as the second runner-up of the innovation project at the first LEGO League UAE Nationals Finals 2025. This feat is compounded by the fact that a total of 163 teams from 5 Emirates participated in this year's FFL. This year, 16 high school teams participated in the 8th edition of the GEMS Global Innovation Challenge 2025. The 16 innovators showcased the...
Morning, everybody. Morning. Only whose voice I can hear? Ms. Neha's voice is so loud. You know, what energy, Ms. Neha, on Monday morning. Morning, boys and girls. Now, outdo Ms. Neha's voice. Morning, everybody. I yet can hear Ms. Neha's voice. But, you know, well, I believe the assembly began on a very controversial, can I say controversial note? Or thoughtful note? Character building note, I heard. I entered late. You know, I should say, Ms. Masha, please come up. And where's your team? Come up to everybody. On that note, Pradhana, come. You're building on the character. Was it you?
Huh?
Was it you who had to build on the character?
Yeah.
So I hope it's been a learning moment. Just kidding. That's okay. You wait there. Come up here, boy. You know, Ms. Masha, on the screen I'm reading 63 teams. Was it 63 or 163? 169, right? Yeah. You know, out of 163 teams from across UAE, you know, to be in the top, like our fantastic Karen here. Where is Karen? Is she here? Karen, come up. To be in the top 8, you know. It's amazing. Is there something you can't do, Karen? You were just in California, right? Winning the, in Netherlands, winning the dance championships. And now there is this. And to be this runners-up. And I know how it feels, you know, not clinching the first position. But, you know, this is what I have heard. And it's a story I've read. This came up after the Olympics. You know, after the Olympics, and boys and girls behind on the who are on the aisles, are you listening? Much of noise in the background. Are you all listening? This is for you as well. Please listen. You know, the one who wins the 3rd place in an Olympics, especially because it is so, you know, neck to neck. And everybody here, so many of you who are into sports and who are giving it your better than your best. Yesterday we had students go for the UAE athletics competition. Day before yesterday we had, what did Mr. Pradeep take them for? For the football competition, right? under 15 football. So we've been continuously into events and participating into very tough competitive events. Imagine this is yet at a regional level. Okay, and I think we'll be going to the Goa Super Strikers, which is an international event. But then imagine the Olympics. It is worldwide. You have the best of the best from across the globe who converge there. And when one wins the third place, they are absolutely happy because they just made it to that victory stand. But the one who wins the second place is really unhappy because they didn't win the first. You know, and that can be real cause for a lot of complications, you know, in one's mind. So I hope that's not the case with all of you. Winning the second place is actually more disappointing than, you know, not winning, I think. But what I want to say is just look at the statistics. In 163 teams, and then to be runners-up is no ordinary feat. So Ms. Masha, to Ms. Pooja, Ms. Shivani, Ms. Sinta, who's been helping out, and to all of the teams. This week is going to be a celebration of our FLL outcomes. So congratulations. Can I request our head of sections, I think Ms. Christine's not here, but our head of sections, please come up for a photo moment, and with Karen. Pradhana also joining. Come closer. Can we quickly introduce your names for everybody's sake?
I'm Mohana, I'm from 9A. Okay. I'm Mohana, I'm from 9A.
I'm Aida from 10I1.
I am Arnav from 10I2.
I'm Taraswin from 10I1.
I'm Saad from 9B.
I'm Ijaz from 9B.
I'm Daniel from 9B.
Would you like to say, what are your thoughts on?
Yeah, coming up as a runner-up is not an ordinary feat, as ma'am said. Competing against 163 teams across the 5 Emirates, not just schools that participated, not just with schools we competed, we had competed with various robotic institutions. So they had the training in the school. Ms. Pooja, Ms. Edith were all involved in the training during the December holidays, and then they were able to come up with a very fantastic innovation projects. And for the regional levels, they were winners in the Robot Design Award, and now the runner-up in the Innovation Project Award. So shows that equal contribution from all the members of the team. So I would like to really appreciate the team, and we look forward to select the next set of team for the FLL next year. Thank you.
Also, you know, boys and girls, I think I was talking about this to Ms. Christine, ma'am, you know, when in the weekend, it was so eventful. Friday, we had an overnight camp. Friday afternoon, what did we have? We had something else. And then Saturday morning, we had to go to we had an open day here. We had to go to the consulate because all the CBSE board exam papers have come to the consulate. So this is for the grade 10 and grade 12 students. So Ms. Christine and I were at the consulate because we had to sort out the papers, because our students are going to the central school, and we have 2 other schools coming to NMS. Afternoon, we had a meeting with CBSE because the IIT Abu Dhabi is opened. You know, the IIT, right, which is like the IIT Delhi that is open. And IIT Delhi is supposed to be really good, but the facilities here in IIT Abu Dhabi is notches above. So it's open for all international students, and there's criteria. Ms. Lakshmi will roll out more. You know, but in the middle of all of this, Ms. Christine and I, we were discussing about, you know, look at how much our children achieve. Now, when I say our children, I'm talking about our millennials, our NMS tigers, you guys. How much you achieve. Why don't you have that sense of confidence? Some of you are yet thinking, really, am I worth it? You know, I was so happy to see Shri Akshaj and Hamdan, and they won the Gold Challenge STEAM Award, right? STEAM Championship. Did we celebrate you? Did we call you up on stage? Come up here. I'm so glad I remembered. Where is Shri Akshaj? And did we celebrate Ashwin with his book? We did that last week, right? Did we? Did we? Not Ashwin. I can keep messing up his name. Avinash. Did we celebrate Avinash? We didn't. Avinash, please come up. Avinash with his book, Ruinations, he has written a 2-part series. And it is on Amazon. And we had Mr. Nabha led a group of students, our middle schoolers, to the Millennium Melodies. They were fabulous. They're going to be performing at our TEDx, and it is going to be something that I'm looking forward to. So look at how much we achieve, and everyone out here. I don't know how many times, Ryan Sabil, how many times did you get knocked this weekend in practicing your Muay Thai? Or don't tell me you were studying and you didn't have time to practice. Once. And so many of you who do so many other things. I was talking to Shayan and again Azra, I think. They were, as usual, on to their next fundraising campaign, and Rohan Abhilash. And here on Saturday, many things that I may miss noticing. And there were another group of boys who were visiting 7B, I think. And I was super simple. If you want to be up there, think of an initiative. We will flesh it out, make it happen. And they're like, they had this quizzical expression on their face that, is it possible? If anybody out here thinks, is it possible? Can I do it? I think you should meet Aradhna. Is Aradhna here? Aradhna is there. Go and meet her and just gain some of that infectious energy that she has, which says everything is possible. So, who are seated here, who have that fear in your heart. So you think that, am I capable of doing this? You just have to look inwards. I think, what am I missing? The Dubai Science Fair, right? Ms. Susha led a team of 16 students? 7. Can you stand, boys and girls, wherever you are, who went to the Dubai Science and Engineering Fair? And they had, if you look at their projects, absolutely mind-blowing projects. I hope in your break time you meet these people and ask them what they did. And in your own way, each one of you has this tremendous power and light within yourself. I hope you are looking at it. And like I always say, that when I grow young, I want to, live your life. So on that note, Ms. Christine's also come. Let's hand this over to the team. I hope you only know how much we celebrate you and how much we absolutely admire what you're doing. And I hope you do that, for yourselves. So good luck and congratulations.
This year, 16 high school teams participated in the 8th edition of the GEMS Global Innovation Challenge 2025. The 63 innovators showcased their tech-rich and sustainable-aimed projects which align with the UN's sustainability goals at the GIC.
Breaking news. Succeed in life.
Even the universe is judging me.
It's either divine intervention or the world's best roast session.
Wow, working hard for once? That's some top-tier character development. I'm almost proud.
Yes, Ma. Mr. Kriplani gave me a second chance. If I mess this up, he might actually go full supervillain, cape, evil laugh, the whole package.
Props to John's mom for keeping a straight face. That's some parenting strength right there.
It's our turn. We go. Come.
The next Melvin.
Come.
Sir, here's my assignment. I spent all night for this.
Good job, John. See what happens when you try? Keep this up and you might even become a math genius.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, sir.
John, wanna try boxing? It's great for confidence. Trust me, bro.
Me? Boxing? You want me to catch punches in my face?
Nah, bro. Picture this. You in the ring, the crowd chanting your name, the opponent crying for their mom. Absolute cinema.
Yeah. More like me crying for an Uber to the hospital. I can barely start Mr. Kirpalani's math class, let alone a punch.
John, let's be real. You're built more like for halftime entertainment than actual boxing.
Yeah, or the water boy. But hey, every great team needs hydration.
Boxing is like life, bro. You get knocked down, but it's about how fast you get back up.
Yeah, you're true. But even then, I don't even have any gloves. How am I supposed to box?
Get in the ring. You can even have my gloves.
Alright, fine, I'll try.
Come on, John. Come on. Let's go, John. Let's go. Come on.
All right, John. Just throw a jab. A good one. I believe in you.
Yes, John. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing John, the human pancake. Watch as he battles his fiercest enemy, gravity.
Come on, John. Throw a jab. All right. Let's call that a practice punch. Now imagine your mom just disconnected your Wi-Fi mid-game.
Ooh, John. Come on.
Down goes John again. Can someone call a chiropractor for this man's self-esteem?
Come on, John. You're not a speed bump yet. Dust yourself off, Rocky Jr.
I think my boy just hit a factory reset. Can we call it a day?
Nope. One more round. This time, punch like your teacher just announced a surprise test.
Yes, John. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, John.
John, the comeback kid, actually landed a punch. The opponent flinched. Barely.
Bro, you went from walking meme material to actually throwing hands.
Yeah. You know what? Boxing isn't half bad.
That's the spirit. Just remember, it isn't about how hard you hit. It's about how dramatically you fall and still come back.
You know, you're right. I'll take this information.
Students, please, it's time for your class. It's time for break time. Please dismiss.
I fucked up my lines, nigga.
Wait, John's actually studying. Are we in an alternate timeline or what?
Hey, I just figured out something. Dodging your problems does not make them disappear. So I'm dealing with it.
So the prophecy is true. John's actually learning. I think somebody should note this thing down there.
I don't know, man. Wait. So tell me honestly, what happened? Did a teacher bribe you? Did you hit your head?
Relax. I'm still me. It's just that I stopped pretending like failing is the same as losing. Turns out it's not. It just means I got room to be better.
So it's just try again?
Yeah, pretty much.
Next thing,
failing's only permanent if you stop trying.
Mukund, the next thing you know, he's gonna fall in class.
I swear.
My God.
Listen, and you go study now at home. I'll catch you guys later.
You study.
You know, maths, boxing, life, it's all the same. You fall, you get up, and you just keep going. You know, resilience isn't so bad after all. It's like training for a fight. But instead of dodging punches, you're dodging equations and life's curveballs.
And there it is, folks. The John method. Fall flat on your face, bounce back like nothing happened, and call it resilience. But hey, isn't that what resilience is all about? It's not about never failing, but it's about failing in style. Honestly, John, you're like the human version of Slinky. No matter how many times you fall, you keep moving forward.
It is my privilege to invite Ms. Teresa to address the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. We've overstepped time, so I'm going to try and keep it really short. Ms. Martin's covered that real spirit of the 11I2 assembly. Well done to Mr. Martin and your team. I want to say really put together. I don't know where you got the time, but the originality, even in the chaos, there was so much method, and the story and the fact that children were so involved in it, I must say, kudos to you. So there are three stories. You know that when I come on stage, there's got to be a bit of story. So the first story is that of Steve Jobs. It's a very well-known story, and it aligns beautifully with today's assembly. So those of you who are moving into tech, over the last week we celebrated Advik Unni, our head boy of the batch of 2022, be accepted for his internship, a paid internship at Google. So just carrying forward with that celebration, that was just music to our ears and our heart. Steve Jobs, the story goes that in 1985, he, as co-founder of Apple, was sacked from his job because of internal conflict. So what did Steve Jobs do after being sacked from the very company he founded is he went on to create Next, another company, and most importantly, the one that I love, is he founded Pixar. And because he did that, the world had its first computer animated movie, and that's the Toy Story. But the story doesn't stop there for Steve Jobs. It goes on to say in 1997, Apple was faced with bankruptcy, and they called Steve Jobs back in to save the company. And under his leadership, the man who co-founded and was sacked a few years ago comes back and gives the world a series of revolutionary products, the iPad, the iPod, the Mac. And today, Apple is known as one of the most valuable companies across the world. Phenomenal story. This yet another one that I have to bring to you, and this is in 2003, a girl named Bethany. The story goes that she was 13 years old, and she was surfing in Hawaii, and a 14-foot tiger shark attacked her and bit off her arm, her entire arm. And 60% of blood was lost, and she was battling life. But Bethany said that's not going to be the end of her story, because she wanted to be a professional surfer. Story goes that 1 month after being attacked by a shark, she comes back on the surf and surfs again. And this time she has to create a new technique to surf because it's -1 arm. Within 2 years of that attack, she goes on to win her first national level surfing championship, and she represents the country. But perhaps the most moving story for me of resilience is one that is captured on Indian media. And a gentleman named Dashrath Manjhi, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, the movie that his life is based on is called Manjhi the Mountain Man. He was a poor laborer from Bihar, and in 1959, his wife was bringing him food, and she was walking through the steep rocky mountains, and she had a fall. And he could not get her to medical care immediately, and his wife passed away. Her name was Falguni Devi. So what does this man, Dashrath Manjhi, do? He spends 22 years of his life, from 1960 to 1982, 22 years, and all he used was a hammer and a chisel. And he began chiseling at this rocky mountain, and what he created was a 15-kilometer shortcut from his village to the nearest healthcare center, a distance which would have normally taken any person at least 2.5 hours and travel distance of 55 kilometers. The story goes on to say that single-handedly, all alone, He's broke a 110 meter long, 9.1 meter wide, and 7.7 meter deep path through solid rock single-handedly in a memento of love for his wife, but also a memento of love for every other human who doesn't have to lose their life on that rocky mountain. So the point of the whole matter is, quitting is not an option. So at your age, you probably think, well, if I am body shamed, that's probably the lowest point. If I fail in an exam, that's the absolute rock bottom. If there is trouble in the family and I just don't get acceptance and I don't feel a sense of belonging and there's no recognition and no appreciation and no validation and no care, and I'm treated partially within my own home, that's the absolute end of the world. Today's assembly theme is all about resilience and bouncing back. Quitting is just not an option. These are all stories I told you outside, but honestly ask me, if you say, Ms. Teresa, what's the story that you've lived through in school? The faculty and myself will tell you the story of a girl 2.5 years ago who fought and survived cancer, and she joined our school in grade 11. I can't take her name because I've not asked her permission to share her story, but her brother is with us in school and probably sitting in the audience right now. She missed 6 to 8 months of academics in grade 11, multiple series of chemotherapy. She was a pure science student, came back, wrote her boards, and cleared her boards fantastically, and is thriving doing what she passionately believes in. This year, I had the joy and privilege and honor of teaching a boy with cerebral palsy. The first time in my teaching career, I'm teaching a boy like that. And I can tell you without lying through my teeth that this boy has made me love English more than I ever have. He's never given me a wrong answer verbally in class over 8 to 9 months. And he sits for hours on a wheelchair in my lesson. And he wants to be a journalist. So the point is, what are you and I really cribbing about? What are our small little failures and small little crashes? We definitely can rise above it. If Steve Jobs could do it, if Dashrath Manji could do it, if Bethany could do it, if that girl could survive cancer, and if the boy I teach could do it, we definitely can. So bounce back, fight back. This is a season of real fighting back because you're facing end-of-year exams. You're making a lot of crucial decisions in your life, so God bless, and thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring words. I now request everyone to stand for the school song.
From the long road of Belgir to the tower of Burj Khalifa, a gem is built with the finest bricks, where the leaders are trained and built. Gems, New Millennium School, my alma mater. You taught me to stand so tall.